Hello Stat Kitties, this is a video about finding a video. The search and stuff is kind of weird on here, and I gotta pause this for a second. Lots of good videos out there, but some of them use S instead of sigma X, or the standard deviation of the sample means. Not a fan of the S. And we'll get to that later at some point. But so some of these that you see S using S, they should be using sigma X. It's the same thing in there. I'm going to go back to our thing right here, though. Now, the best video resource that I have found in here at present is actually already, best example I should say, is actually already in our folder here. So if you come in here, 5.4 materials, videos for sampling distributions and the central limit theorem. Oh, great. The system is acting a little weird and slow today. Let's try this again. We click on that. Wait. Search in this little page I have at the top. I got a couple of other videos in here on the central limit theorem and the central limit theorem example from Khan Academy. That one's kind of long. This video combines the both of these. You click on this. Oh, gosh. Let's try this again. We click on search options, tags used. And you'll see this example 3 in here. Best example I have found is in Schoology. And then it gives you a little path here. Honors Stats, that's our class. MyLab Statistics folder, MultiMedia Library folder. You got to choose some options. Chapter 5, Section 5.4, select all. Then click Find Now. And then it's in Section Video Lectures. I will show you that path right now. So let's go back to our materials folder. Let's try this right here. This doesn't seem to be working real well. I'm going to pause this. Darn it. Okay, I'm back here, kiddies. I'm in our honor statistics class here. But this MyLab folder right here, we've got some stuff in here, and I showed you where you could link that stuff before. That was in down here. So MyLab Statistics General. You guys don't get this one. That's for me only. That's why it's faded out. And this isn't going to work today. Okay, so I think I figured out how I'm going to do this. I clicked on MyLab Statistics, or whatever that said on the previous page. Yeah, MyLab Statistics. And then you come down here a little bit, MultiMedia Library. I'm going to click on that. After you click on MultiMedia Library, you'll see the folder opens up down here, and you got to choose your chapter. So right now we're in Chapter 5, and obviously this will work in other chapters. Section 4, or 5.4 I should say. I'm going to select all of these. They're going to appear down in this area after you collect them. Find right now. Chapter test prep videos. Okay, so we got down here. They got quiz prep videos, it looks like, for the test prep. Those correspond to the questions in your chapter quiz at the end of the book. Animation, sample deviation of sample means, you can look at that. Java applet, PowerPoint is just a lot of the same as what's in the book, just not as much. There's fewer examples in there, though some of the examples are repeated. StatCrunch I don't really use. Prep videos, I haven't looked at those. I'm sure they're useful, but I'd have to look at them a little bit more careful. MultiMedia textbook, I forget what that is. Let's click on that and come back and take a quick look. That just appears to be our textbook right here. Now why they say multimedia, I don't know. We can go to the other pages. It looks more like your textbook, a little bit more readable. Looks like we can go to pages up here. Let's see if we can go to A39, where our answers are. Whoops. Numbers 39. Enter. Yay, that's where we got our TIY answers. So they are on page A39 in there. I'm going to go back. But I like these section video lectures here. That kind of combines the other two videos I posted. Click on this. Let's see what comes up. You can full screen this. And you won't be able to hear it, but they go through the central limit theorem. They give some examples. This kind of goes through the whole chapter here. This is them finding some of the stuff you have to do in the earlier problems. This is coming up with all the samples. We have to do that in Try It Yourself 1. Back here, they're showing doing an example. Okay, so here's the question. They're going through doing it an example. This is the best example I've found using the notation and same concepts that they presented in the book. Other tutorials do the same thing, some slightly different notation. This is an older video, obviously. She shows some stuff in here. Gets her probability, z-scores. This is our probability. We got to do the 1 minus to get here. That's what that little arrow is for. And then that's where she's getting that information from right there. It's going up there. But I am liking that video. So again, I'm finding this in my MyLab statistics. In here, in the chapter 5, I do have a little path for that. It's not showing up right here. But in this 5.4 video outline, not the video outline, 5.4 materials, and here videos for 5.4 sampling and the central limit theorem. I mentioned how to get to it in there. Thanks much. Hope this helps. And don't forget, kids, I almost forgot to tell you, in this videos for 5.4, I do have a couple of things linked in there. I didn't find any great options. Search options, tags used, that's where I've got the little direction on finding that comment before.